All right, so busted. I was fishing around on the internet because that's what I do, and I saw the story on Yahoo where this astronaut, who just happened to be a black man, even though it isn't the first astronaut who said this, said he saw an alien when he was out in space, and the alien was actually outside of his ship on the ship. He's looking right at it, and so he called down to Houston. Houston, we got a problem. There's a life form, on the outside of the ship doing its thing. And so Houston said, it's only ice. Now they're gonna question this educated man's integrity and say your what you're seeing is only ice. Like you can't tell the difference between ice and an alien because it was obviously moving. Now, it says astronaut claims he witnessed an organic alien-like creature, but NASA is denying it. Man, we are being lied to every day. Every day. This brother came out and said it. His name is Melvin. Let's see. Astronaut. Let's see. A former NASA astronaut, Leland Melvin, tweeted that he saw something curved, organic looking, floating out of the payload bay during his time in space. Now, here's the thing. Former. Like, we don't know when this guy was, up in I think it was the Atlantis that he went up in. We don't know what, but we know it's former. See, like now he can talk about it. Now that he's no longer, in the program. Yeah, he can go home and he tweeted it out. He didn't like put it in a book. He started tweeting like, yo, for real, like, yo, these people are lying to us. There's really aliens out. He tweeted this. Yeah, it says Melvin tweeted when asked by Twitter account UFO Sightings Daily what his thoughts were on the extraterrestrial life or if he had ever seen a UFO. So basically, somebody was asking him questions, and what people like to do, they like to corner these astronauts and people who work at NASA because they know that there's an ocean above your head. Like they know that there's like the earth is the Lord of fullness thereof. The earth does not move according to the Bible. The expanse is space, and then there's water above the expanse according to the book of Genesis. They know that there's an ocean above your head. There's one guy, he cornered this guy like going to Starbucks, and he said, why did, and this guy works for NASA, and another guy said, why did the astronauts go up into space and they almost drowned? And the guy didn't want to answer him. Look, man, we being lied to. We're being lied to. We're being told to watch these stupid TV shows just to keep our blinders on. We're being told to, stop here, go here, do this, do that. And the whole time there's a whole another system outside of what's really going on in this world. And it's happening like right in front of our face. But we got these blinders on. We're so stuck in our retrofitted lives, because that's what they are. They're retrofitted. And lives that you're not really supposed to be into, but we're all retrofitted. And what's really crazy is a couple days ago, I had a dream. And I've dreamed about aliens before, but it came out of nowhere, And I can still remember some of it, but the basic part I remember was these aliens were hostile. What happened is a bunch of UFOs just appeared in the sky. Just everywhere. Like it wasn't like there was 5 big ones. It's a whole bunch of them. And they came down and they had weapons. They had weapons and they were busting up in our houses like what's cracking and busting people right upside the head with them weapons. They was shooting folk and everything. Like it wasn't no do and little Bobby is friends with E.T. Nah, it was E.T. came down pissed off and was like, we're taking this whole world. Like, ain't that how y'all do? Ain't that how y'all think y'all can do? You came to America and you divided and, you took whatever was here and now it's yours. Well, guess what? The aliens think the same way. They're like, oh, that's how it's done? Thank you very much. Now we know we can just come down there and just stomp you and then we own the land. Suck up all the water and jet. uh, Truth be known, I think they were always here. They were here long before us. I think aliens and angels are the same beings. And if that's the truth, then they were here long before we were ever even made. And Adam, the story of Adam and Eve is only 7,000 years old. There's bones of people that are millions of years old. So don't give me the first man was Adam. He wasn't the first man. But nonetheless, I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that because this is a bona fide, a credible witness saying he saw an alien. And all those other ones, Buzz Aldrin and Buzz Lightyear, Buzz Aldrin and some of those, and Armstrong and all those, they all said the same thing. They were like, yo, it's crazy. And we never been to the moon. We never been to the moon. We can't get past the Van Allen belts. There are radiation belts around the world. You can't get past them. And the world isn't spinning at 66 million miles an hour or whatever the crap that is. The world is sitting perfectly still. Yeah, it's sitting still. It's not. Is it flat? I'm not sure it's flat. I'm not sure the Earth is flat. I think it might have a curve or two in it, but it's not a round ball. It's not this big old circular ball. I don't believe that. But I don't believe it's exactly like just flat, But I don't believe it's this huge circular spinning ball. It's just not. It's not a spinning. We're not on a spinning ball. We're just not. I don't believe it's being held up by Atlas or a giant turtle either. I just believe it's probably sitting in water. It's probably got some huge pillars that we're sitting on, and it's sitting in water. It's the only way I can illustrate that because according to what the Bible reads, it says, that there's water, and God divided the water from he divided the water with the expanse from the waters that was above from the waters below. So I think there's water under us and over us. According to what God said, I'm gonna go with that. And then he made space, then he made the sky, then he made land. So he separated the waters above from the waters below. So I believe there's water, It's kind of scary when you think about it. Just like, dang, like there's a huge ocean. Yeah, it's like you're in one of them balls you shake up for Christmas and it snows. It's like you're kind of in one of those. Because the expanse is a huge dome. So this is why it was so easy for God to let it rain for 40 days and 40 nights. He just pretty much opened up a little perforated, slot, and it just poured down just enough water to fill it up. That's enough. Like we're like, yeah. And this is probably giving us credit. We're like this big, and that's probably giving us some, that's probably giving us way too much credit. We're probably very, 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 and a couple more 100,000, very smaller than that, according to the world, according to the universe. We're probably not even close. we're very, very tiny. So for those of you who think you're really important, if you're not important to God, you're not really that important. You're not doing the Lord's work, and you're not waking up and God is wrestling with you every day, to do His work. And you're just like, oh, okay, Lord. What you're doing is just not that important, unless it's for the Lord. Other than that, it's not really. Lord don't care. Really don't. I'm just saying, there's aliens out there. Well, aliens here. I believe they're right here, watching us, talking to us all the time. Every now and then they show up in somebody's house. I believe what he said was real. It's your boy Tone Toto.